Hey guys, Windows 8 TM Hacks here, coming from the Windows 8.1 Pro preview. Now, there's a few things that I have noticed in the Windows 8 preview, and that is that the start button is back. Now, the thing the start button does is go to the start screen. Personally, I was expecting more from this. I'm sure a bunch of the other people, and you might have expected more as well. But it just goes to the start screen. Now, another thing is if you right-click it, it will show shutdown. Now, that's basically the power controls with it. And another thing is that I thought was pretty cool is that, well, this is something different than what I was just speaking of, but in PC Info, you notice that the Windows Experience Index is now removed. For I'm not entirely sure why Microsoft has removed it, but myself, I didn't think it was very important. But yeah, they removed the Windows Experience Index, and as in earlier leaked builds, there was I think there was company. There's something to do with companies in here as well, which is gone now. And yeah, but there's the thing that I thought that was pretty cool is that in the start screen, as you see here, it's pretty big difference in there, and that is with the weather app. It is a larger size. Usually it's in wide, but now it's large. It shows more details and it takes up more space, which I think is pretty cool. You can do that with other apps such as this, probably. No, that's just medium. Let's try the news app. News app, you could go in more detail to get more news. And yeah, I'm using this currently on my Microsoft Surface Pro, which I gotta say it runs excellent. And if you go into apps such as here, and let's select the app that has been pinned to the start screen, like music. If you select it, as you see on the bottom, it says find in start. It will go to it and highlight it like so, which I think is freaking awesome. I like that. Let's go to personalize. As you see currently right now, I have it set so that it uses my desktop image. Now if you go to this one, if you move, it will change, as you see on the top there. Has a nice little animation, which is pretty cool. And there's far more color settings within the modern interface, sorry. As you see there, the background is dark and the fish is now orange, well, red, and there's a lighter color. But if you go into, say, green, the back and this would change to green, but the start icon will remain orange. So you're able to customize the start screen far more. which I think is pretty awesome. Just go there. There we go. Now, another thing is, if you go into change PC settings, you see that there is, it's completely different now. It's far better. You can search some items in it. Let's search for Windows Activate, Windows Update. Yeah, I think this is awesome. This is nice. I like that. It's pretty cool. Now, if you select something such as PC and devices, it will go into more context, and you can go into more detail in the PC settings, such as the desktop PC control panel will go to, but this is in the modern interface, which I think is pretty cool. You could manage far more things in this than in the previous Windows 8. Now, they have SkyDrive. When I was installing the Windows 8.1 preview, it was asking to use SkyDrive or to not use SkyDrive. Personally, I wouldn't use SkyDrive in this, because then it will take up space on your device, which on the surface isn't very much. Even though I got the 128 gigabyte one, that's still not a lot of room for many things. Now, if you go to search in apps, you can choose your settings from here. Can share and notifications, app sizes. You could basically see what is taking up the most space on your computer, and yeah, you could change the defaults from here, which you previously couldn't in the earlier Windows 8. And you can choose from multiple apps from here, like this one. Personally, I'm gonna stick with the modern interface. Can turn off locations for devices. I'm gonna allow that one to view my location. And network, I think, is pretty good. Work group, workplace. This is for the company. I remember seeing this for the company thing that I was talking about in the control panel. And yeah, go to time and location. You can change your region, which in the previous one you couldn't. Update and recovery. You can check for some now, but I already checked for as much as I can, and there hasn't been one. There isn't very many, probably about 6 at most. And yeah, it's very nice. You could change the lock screen. You could have it so that it plays a slideshow. Basically, it will use the photos from your picture location, or you can select other locations so that it will use it from there. And yeah, another thing is you can So let me connect to the internet first. Alright, you can use the new sizing for Metro apps. You can have 2 at a time, taking up full or half screen. And yeah, you could have 3 at the same time, but I think it might be just with selected apps. Not entirely sure how it works out, but I recall doing it with quite a few apps. It's not working right now, but not entirely sure, but yeah, let's try another app such as weather. I don't know if you noticed that, but that's pretty cool if you've seen that. Let's go to photos. As you see, it's hovering there. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like what they did with it. Oh yeah, another thing is when you close the Internet Explorer, it will go back to the same web page. But I had it so then each new tab it will go to my home web page. And yeah, they did change the store app. They updated it quite a bit. As you see, these are picks for you. I already played that one, that Microsoft Solitaire collection. It's not that bad, but if you do that, basically swiping from the top, you will see much more things that you can choose from. I'm going to go to your apps, which is mine. Can install Twitter. You can select from images right there of a preview of the application, see people's reviews, the details, and then we'll go to related apps, and then apps from Twitter Inc., which is only the one, Twitter. If you install it, it will start installing. They haven't changed this part at all, but let's take a little look at your account. Now, something which is going to be coming in placement pretty soon, I imagine, is the gift cards. Now, I imagine that's going to be like iTunes, where you buy a $5, $10, $15 card, and you will just have to enter the code in, and you will have currency on that account, much like with iTunes. And the promotional code, I imagine that's going to be for purchases of the app themselves on something similar to gift cards. And yeah, that's probably going to be coming in pretty soon. And let's go back. Now, that's gonna be it for the store app. Let's head over to Internet Explorer. Now, previously, if you swipe in from the top, it will show the tabs on the top, but you have to swipe in from the bottom now and create new tabs that way. We'll go to the frequent. If you go to your favorites, it will show your favorites there. You can go like that and it'll reopen closed tab. So let's close this tab and it will say reopen closed tab, and it will reopen it to the previous web page, which previously you would have to use your keyboard to do that, which would be Control Shift and T to reopen the tab that you previously closed. And yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Let's take a look at the music app now. It's pretty interesting. They changed quite a bit in this. Personally, I thought the other one was perfectly fine the way it was, but then again, this is still under development. It looks fairly similar. And can sort things just as before, except it will go on my PC and in this tab for the music. And yeah, I gotta say I like it. It's nice, but one thing that I did notice is that with the weather app, is that it's kinda laggy in a way, the response with the touch, but otherwise from that, I've never occurred a problem with the operating system. But I wasn't able to install AVG Internet Security 2013 on this, which wasn't that great because I'm running this without a security program currently. Not a big fan of it, but gotta say I like this. The updates that they're doing to Windows 8, pretty nice what they're doing with it. And yeah, one thing I did notice is that with this one there's no clock. They do have the alarms here. Let me just take a little look. I'll pin at the start. Resize it, go medium. Take a look at this. Alright. Okay, I guess they still have it. Just never noticed it. But I like the way they have the new start screen instead of going to search like you previously would have to, but now you just swipe up and it will show the latest app that's installed by putting new underneath the file name, well, the application name. And there's going to be tips and helps, but that's going to be for the final version of Windows 8.1. I'm glad to see that they haven't made any dramatic changes with it, other than the tile sizes. And yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for this video. This has been brought to you by Windows 8 TM Hacks. Like, comment, subscribe.